Bộ phim Đấu phá thương khung.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the full and extended breakdown of episode 198, where the battle reaches one of its most explosive turning points. In the previous episode, the clash between Xiao Shen and the Soul Demon Elder was nothing short of devastating. Despite being at a disadvantage in raw strength, Xiao Shen relied on his vast combat experience to hold the line. When pushed to the brink, he erupted with power and unleashed his ultimate technique, Sky-Severing Slash, forcefully raising his combat level to match his opponent. Not to be outdone, the Soul Demon Elder resorted to a desperate gamble. He devoured the Soul Bell to amplify his strength and launched a terrifying blood sphere. The two ultimate attacks collided, triggering a massive explosion that shook the heavens. In the end, both were left gravely injured, unable to continue. The battle concluded in a draw, leaving everything to the final showdown. And so, episode 198 begins. As Han Misheng, the Hall Master of the Soul Hall, steps onto the battlefield, the entire Fallen Mountain range falls into a tense silence. His name alone carries immense weight across the Central Plains. Even after years in seclusion, his presence is enough to send chills through countless experts. Despite the previous two battles ending in draws, Han Misheng remains calm and confident, convinced that the final outcome will not change. Xiao Yan, however, stands opposite him with a cold, unwavering gaze. Their exchange of words is brief, but beneath that calm surface lies overwhelming killing intent. The air itself seems to tighten. Then, Han Misheng brings up the past. He openly admits that he was the one who ordered the capture of Xiao Yan's father, an act that led to the destruction and suffering of the Xiao clan. He even mocks his past decision, saying he should have eliminated Xiao Yan back then, before he could grow into a threat. Those words ignite something deep within Xiao Yan. His expression turns icy. The hatred he has carried for so long finally erupts. At that moment, he makes a silent vow. Today, he will settle everything. Without hesitation, Xiao Yan makes the first move. His figure flickers like a ghost as he closes the distance instantly, launching a surprise attack with the purifying Lotus Demon Flame. The strike lands, slightly injuring Han Misheng's palm. Though the wound is minor, it sends a clear message. This flame is no ordinary power. Han Misheng immediately retreats, his expression turning serious. But Xiao Yan doesn't give him time to recover. He follows up by unleashing his soul technique, Yellow Spring Heavenly Fury. A terrifying sonic wave tears through the air, aiming directly at Han Misheng's soul. Yet, as expected from someone of his caliber, Han Misheng counters with 10,000 souls worship. Countless souls gather and form a massive defensive formation. The clash between the two soul techniques sends shockwaves across the battlefield. Even nearby experts are affected, some forced to retreat after suffering internal injuries. Realizing that soul attacks alone won't decide the battle, Xiao Yan escalates further. He fully releases the purifying Lotus Demon Flame. The moment it appears, the world changes. The sky distorts, the earth trembles, forests ignite into ashes, and the temperature skyrockets. The entire mountain range transforms into a blazing inferno. Even powerful experts are forced to retreat, unable to withstand the heat and the invasive heart flame. Then comes Xiao Yan's ultimate move. The flame gathers and condenses into a massive fire disk, formed from 6 different heavenly flames he once refined. At its core lies a crystalline flame, pulsing with terrifying energy. Buddha's Fury Reincarnation. With a thunderous shout, a massive pillar of fire descends from the sky. It obliterates a mountain instantly, then charges straight toward Han Misheng, erasing everything in its path. The speed is overwhelming. In the blink of an eye, Han Misheng is engulfed. His protective Do Chi rapidly disintegrates under the relentless heat. Even as he struggles to defend himself, the destruction outpaces his recovery. Seeing this, Xiao Yan pushes even further, compressing the flame into a tiny but extremely dense attack. Reincarnation Fall. The final strike lands. A massive explosion erupts, shaking space itself. Flames spread wildly, forcing even top experts to retreat. At this moment, everyone believes the battle is over. But then, from within the sea of fire, a figure slowly emerges. Han Misheng. Completely intact. Not only that, he begins absorbing the surrounding flames, devouring them effortlessly. Shock spreads across the battlefield. And then, he reveals his true power. A strange black flame appears in his hand. It writhes like a living entity, its presence dark and terrifying. Its power is not just destruction, but devouring. Even the purifying lotus demon flame cannot resist it. Xiao Yan immediately recognizes it. The void devouring flame ranked second among all heavenly flames. At that instant, the entire situation flips. What seemed like Xiao Yan's victory turns into a deadly crisis. However, Xiao Yan quickly regains his composure. After carefully observing, he notices something off. Though powerful, the flame is incomplete. It lacks the absolute dominance of the true void devouring flame. He realizes the truth. This is only a sub-flame. While this discovery relieves him slightly, it also raises a deeper concern. If this is just a fragment, then the real void devouring flame must be in the possession of the Soul Clan. Han Misheng doesn't deny it. Instead, he feeds the flame with his own Do Qi, causing it to expand wildly. It transforms into a massive face in the sky, radiating terrifying devouring power. The surrounding energy begins to distort, even the Do Qi of nearby experts starts to tremble, as if being pulled away. Then, it attacks. The black flame tears through space, forming a cage that traps Xiao Yan completely. A terrifying suction force erupts, attempting to devour him entirely. At the most critical moment, something unexpected happens. Xiao Yan's flames react on their own. They gather and form Little Yi. Unlike Xiao Yan's concern, Little Yi is furious. It senses the provocation and responds instinctively. Without hesitation, it unleashes its full power, breaking the black flame cage instantly. Then, the tables turn again. A vast pink sea of fire spreads out, trapping the black flame instead. Under Little Yi's control, every flame carries consciousness. The devouring ability of the black flame is rendered ineffective. Then comes the shocking moment. Little Yi transforms into a massive fire spirit, rushes forward, grabs the black flame face, and bites into it. Yes, it begins devouring the devourer. The black flame screams and struggles violently, releasing waves of energy in an attempt to escape. But Little Yi forms a crystal-like flame armor, completely blocking its power. Punch after punch, flame after flame, Little Yi overwhelms it. The black flame begins to collapse. Han Misheng panics. He tries to intervene, but Xiao Yan blocks him. The two engage in fierce combat once again, but this time, Han Misheng is clearly weakened, his own flame having consumed much of his energy. Meanwhile, in the sky, the black flame can no longer endure. It explodes into fragments. Soul Clan experts attempt to interfere, but they are stopped by the Heavenly Mansion Alliance. For a moment, it seems like a full-scale war might erupt. But both sides hold back. With no one left to intervene, Little Yi devours the remaining fragments completely. The sub-flame is gone. After that, Little Yi turns its attention back to the battlefield. With a simple gesture, it unleashes a barrage of fire lotuses. They explode one after another, forcing Han Misheng into a desperate retreat. He coughs blood, his body scorched and unstable. Xiao Yan seizes the moment. He appears behind Han Misheng and launches a decisive strike. Though Han Misheng manages to counter, the momentum is gone. He can only threaten and vow revenge. But it's too late. Before he can stabilize himself, a massive chain of fire lotuses descends upon him once more. The explosion engulfs him completely. This time, the damage is devastating. Han Misheng is pushed to the brink. And that brings us to the end of episode 198. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next episode, where the battle will reach its final, Nirnayaka conclusion.
aspect will nghiêm túc